It says, therefore, put on as the elect of God, holy and beloved. So the question is, who is he calling holy and beloved here? Look at what it says again. Let me read it again. Put on, therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved. It's talking about you, talking about me. He's saying essentially that we are God sees us as the elect, God sees us as holy, God sees us as beloved. And he now says, because you are beloved, because you are holy, because you are the elect of God, now behave this way. Put on, therefore, bowels of mercies, humbleness of mind, kindness, long suffering, meekness. So he's saying, look, this is your character, this is your nature. This is your nature. This is how you should behave. Because you now have the nature of God, because you now have the life of God imparted to your spirit, now you can behave this way. This is new creation character. And he's saying that because you are the elect of God, look at what it says here. The elect of God, the Holy One of God, the beloved of God, now you can behave like this. So I hope you notice the way Paul has put this thing. He is putting holiness first. He is putting our election first. He is putting our being beloved first. He says, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, now do this. It's not the other way around. He is not saying, do all these things so that you can be holy. Do all these things so that you can be righteous. Do all these things so that you can become the elect of God. Do all these things so that you can become beloved. He is saying, you do all these things because you are holy. Do these things because you are the beloved of God. Do all these things because you are the elect of God. That is the proper order. We already are beloved. We already are the elect of God. And it is because of these facts that we can walk in holiness. We don't do all those things so that we can be reckoned as holy. We don't do all those things because we want to achieve or attain righteousness. We don't walk in holiness so that we can be accepted of the Father. We don't walk in holiness so that we can become the elect or the beloved of God, or that so that God will love us more. We don't do all those things because of those reasons. We don't walk in holiness so that we can make it to heaven. That will shock some people. We don't walk in holiness to make it to heaven. We walk in holiness because holiness is our nature. There is no reward for it, in a sense, quote unquote. There is no reward for it. We are just behaving. When we walk in holiness, we're just behaving like who we are. We are just being who we are. We are just being true to the life of God, the nature of God on our inside. Full stop. That's all there is to it. We do all those things. We walk in holiness because we are righteous. We walk in holiness because we are already holy. And that's the way Paul has put it here. Let me read it for you, just in case you're not clear about this. Let me read it again. It says here, put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved. Put on what? Put on bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, forgiving one another. If any man has a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. Above all these things, put on love, which is the bond of perfectness. So Paul is saying here, don't put the horse before the cart. Or I don't know, I think I mixed that up. So don't put the cart before the horse, rather. So Paul put it in proper order here. You are holy. You are beloved. You are elect. You are the elect of God. Now, because of that, because of this empowerment, and because you have the wherewithal, now behave like this. Now, this is new creation character. This is new creation nature, holiness, beloved, elect. Now, let the character follow.